Hey, this is the Great Lugia. Welcome to Pokemon Silver version, the go-through part 8. I just went ahead and healed off screen and got some items, which I may or may not have to show you in this fight. This guy's not tough, but he is very annoying, and there have been times where it would take like 2 or 3 whole minutes just to fight this guy. And that's the reason right there. He has 2 Poliwag level 8, and both of them love to spam Hypnosis. So yeah, I just got lucky there and it missed, thankfully. And Mareep leveled up, which is always nice. And yeah, here's the second Poliwag, and just watch this one hit with Hypnosis and be really annoying. Okay, it used Bubble. Figures that the one time I wanted to use Hypnosis and hit, just to show how annoying it is, it decides to go for Bubble. Or miss Hypnosis. Or both, in this case. So great, I prepared all of that for nothing. What a waste. So, now that all the trainers are done, I guess I'll finally head off and into Union Cave, which will lead to Azalea Town. First off, I'm just gonna heal, just in case, because there are a lot of trainers there. And a lot of wild Pokemon, but hopefully I'll just be able to run away from all of them. Granted, hopefully there won't be any annoying Zubat that outspeed and start spamming Supersonic and stuff like that. I have to admit, like, of all, like, the early game caves, actually I think it's just this in Mount Moon. Union Cave is probably my favorite. And right now I'm just gonna switch with Quilava because I know that the first 2 trainers have rock types. Actually, the first one is Onix, the second one is Geodude. I remember that because I have good memory and such. I know that, you know, they're rock types, they resist fire, and they're super effective, but first off, Onix and Geodude have really bad special defense. And second off, I don't think any of them are at high enough levels to know rock or ground moves yet, so I'm really not worried at all. And considering how much that level 10 Wooper did to Quilava with Water Gun, even if they do have, like, super effective moves, I shouldn't be too worried. See right there, that's a solid 3 at KO, and all it's doing is tackle. And what I was saying was, I really do like this area a lot more than Mount Moon. Mount Moon was neat, but it just felt way too long. A lot longer than it needed to be. And what I really like about Union Cave is it's just straight, it's linear, and there are trainers, but it's a lot shorter of an area. And it's just so much easier to get through and a lot more fun, in my opinion. And also, something else is that it is fairly large once you get, like, Surf and Strength and such. But that won't be for a while, and even then, it's just entirely optional. Like, for right now, just going through Azalea Town, it's very short and easy. And it's not very long and tedious at all, like how it was in Mount Moon, which just got annoying. Also, Rock Tunnel was like that too in Kanto. And yeah, here's another hiker. This one has 3 Geodudes, I believe. And yeah, the only reason I'm not using Flaffy is, well, they resist electricity. Well, not resist or immune to it. Otherwise, I'd just use that instead of Quilava, because they could use the experience more. Wait, not Flaffy, I mean Mareep. Oh, stupid. What to talk about? Well, there's all these Geodudes and such, and basically they're really low leveled and not doing a lot of damage. This will either be a 2 or 1 at KO, I'm guessing. Yep, a 2 at KO. Ooh, a burn, but it's probably useless. Yep, all it does is tackle, and I have a feeling the burn's not going to KO. Yep. So yeah, again, Mareep could still use, like, all the experience. I'm guessing the reason I confused it with Fluffy is it's a few levels away from evolving. In my opinion, of, like, the entire Ampharos Mareep line, Flaffy's probably my least favorite. Not sure why. I've always thought Mareep and Ampharos were the cooler ones. But once it eventually evolves into Fluffy, whenever that is, it'll only be 15 levels away from becoming Ampharos, which shouldn't be too far off. Hopefully, at least. And yeah, there goes that Geodude, and Quilava's close to leveling up again already. Oh! Hooray for sounding weird. And now I'm just going to switch with Mareep because I know that there really aren't any other, like, Pokemon with rock or ground types, so I shouldn't have to worry. But I can't get annoyed at all these annoying Rattata! Run! Yeah, again, you guys won't have to worry about the wild Pokemon battles much longer. After I beat the Azalea Gym and finish up everything there, I'll start buying repels. But until then, I'll just have to keep running. And here's a fire breather, and that looks really painful. And all he has is a coughing, level 6. So I don't really need to worry. Coughing have really good physical defense and meh, special defense, so it's good to hit with special attacks instead. And coughing can be annoying because they know, I think, poison gas, which just automatically poisons you, and I think they also carry smog at this point in the game, which also has, like, I think a 30% chance of poisoning. So yeah, you might want to stock up on, like, some poison cure berries or some antidotes. At least I think they're called poison cure berries in this game. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, they are poison cure berries. And oh, he has a second coughing. Forgive me for being unknowing, I guess. And apparently he flamed out, whatever. And just going down here to get this item, and let's see what it is. Another Great Ball. They just seem to be giving away all those Great Balls, and certainly not complaining. And hooray, another wild encounter. And stupid Geodude, stop doing that. I remember there were times in Region when I'd be going through this cave and I'd have Ampharos out, and all of a sudden a wild trio would pop up with Arena Trap, and there wouldn't be, like, anything I could do against it. No, and it's not because, oh my god, I have bad movesets, it's just because in those games, like, Ampharos really didn't have a whole lot of good moves it could learn that weren't stabbed electric types. It really couldn't learn any other special moves aside from maybe the elemental punches, but meh. And anyways, here's a trainer here, and there's a ladder which goes down to a very small and optional place. Later on in the game, you can get further with Surf and Strength, but right now there's just some items, and okay, what's with that guy's face? I mean, look at his eye. I mean, that's like one of the craziest sprites ever. I mean, just look at his eye. It's just, like, sticking out, like, huge. It's like, wah! And I've always found this Slowpoke sprite to be really amusing. It's just like, what the hell is it doing? Is it posing for the cover of a magazine or something? I really don't know, and to be honest, I don't know if I want to know. So yeah, Mareep's close to reaching level 15, and alright. I only think there's 1 or 2 trainers left. There are none down here, just 2 items, and again, there's some water for surfing. And here is TM39, which is Swift, I believe. And I will be teaching that to Quilava next episode. The only reason I'll be doing it next episode is because I'm not sure if I'll have enough time to do it now. So I'd rather just wait to do it until the beginning of next episode. So then I don't have to worry about, like, making it on time and stuff. So yeah, hooray, X Defend. But I've never used an X item, even when I was like 5 or 6. And even now, to this day, I don't think I've ever used them. The only thing I've ever really used them for is just to sell them for inventory space and for a bit of extra money. Granted, they're not worth a whole lot. And here's just another stupid Rattata being so annoying. And here's the last item in Union Cave that you can reach for now. And here is hopefully the last wild encounter for now. Ugh, this is getting annoying fast. I really can't wait till I get out of this cave, and thankfully that fat guy over there is the last trainer. And let's see. Okay, he is the final trainer in this cave, at least the final one in the way to Azalea Town. Actually, now that I think about it, there were only like 5 trainers. There was the 2 hikers, the 2 fire breathers, and the guy with the crazy eyes. So yeah, only 5 trainers really isn't that bad. And yeah, he just has a Vulpix, which is using Quick Attack, and I really don't have to worry about it much. And it's just using Quick Attack again, and it's not doing anything. Again, just finishing off with Thunder Shock, and I'm getting a bit near the time limit, but I wanted to risk it because I've been trying to, like, make it through the very end of Union Cave in this one, what's the word? This one video. Alright, level 15, and Fire Breather Ray was defeated. Flash! What? Mareep is evolving! Yes, that's right. Mareep is now evolving into a... Fluffy! Yes, that's it. Alright, guys. We're getting out of Union Cave now, and tomorrow we will reach Azalea Town. I will see you then.